I'm going to go ahead and show you how to solve a system of equations when you have nonlinear. So in this case, this x squared minus 2x minus 4y equals -1 is actually a parabola. And then, of course, x plus y equals 1 is a linear equation. I'm going to show how to solve this two different ways over two videos. This first video, I am going to do the traditional way that you'll see in most textbooks, which is just simply by doing the substitution method. I'm going to pick one of the equations and solve for one of the variables and plug it back in. In this case, I'm going to look, and I see, I have an x squared and an x. I don't want to have to mess with foiling or anything else, so I'm going to simply just solve for y and replace this in. So I'm going to solve this equation for y, and I'm going to get y equals 1 minus x. Easy enough. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute this y, this 1 minus x in for this y, and I'm going to get x squared minus 2x minus 4 times my y. But instead of writing y, I write the 1 minus x equals -1. And now I just simply solve for x. We're going to do the distributive property. This gives me x squared minus 2x minus 4 plus 4x minus 1 equals -1. Wow, ooh, just about dropped my negative equal sign. From here, combine like terms, move everything on to one side. I've got x squared plus 2x minus 4 plus 1 gives me -3 equals 0. 2 steps of algebra in 1. This factors nicely to x plus 3, x minus 1 equals 0. From here, use your zero product property. X plus 3 equals 0. X minus 1 equals 0 by setting each term equal to 0. We just simply solve, and we can see that x is going to be -3 and x is going to be 1. So there's actually two places where a line is going to intersect this parabola, which actually makes sense. Now, there could be a spot where there's only one line that intersects if you have a tangent line. It could be a point where you have no points intersect with the parabola and the line. Those would be no solutions. All right, from here, to find my y value, I'm just going to pick one of these two equations. Well, I want to pick the x plus 1, or really this y equals 1 minus x, and plug it in. So for here, my y value is going to be y equals 1 minus a -3, which gives me 4. So this point right here is going to be -3, 4. So we know that this line and this parabola intersects at -3, 4. And we do the same thing here for this one. So we get y equals 1 minus 1, which is just 0. So the other point this is going to intersect is going to be 1, 0. Easy enough. Substitution method done. The other way I'm going to show how to... Hi, I'm Mr. Buzzard, and these videos are supplemental instruction for my students. If you found the video enjoyable, make sure you click the like button and click subscribe, as well as the bell for notifications to receive future videos on high school mathematics.